Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Spiritual Scientist. I'm Victor Hamza. Hey, thanks for checking me out. So, today I'm going to go over a couple things that just came up. I talk about AI sometimes, black holes. Channel has a lot of different stuff going on. Today I'm going to talk about the Xenobots. You ever hear of a Xenobot? No? Well, let's find out a little bit about it. Scientists create new life form with living robot that cleans toxic spills. So it kind of, stylistically look like they don't look like that, but it's kind of like a round thing, and they used a supercomputer to program itself a algorithmic program that went and was able to come up with a way of locomotion for it. So his heart cells in the center of it that they made, and they gave it a skin. But they haven't given it an arm or anything like that or any real senses yet. But they say it's actually made out of frog embryo, and what they're doing what they're doing is they're programming the frog embryo and to move a certain way, and then they're calling them xenobots. Uh, it's named after Xenopus lavis, a frog species. It's just 1 millimeter across. It can move payloads, heal themselves when damaged, and they were designed on a supercomputer. They did it thousands of simulations before they came up with the right locomotion so far for it. So what they're saying is that maybe they could clean up radioactive waste spills. Maybe they could clean up, pollution in the oceans, which would be great. They're also saying that this synthetic, in a way, it's a synthetic life form. It's not made out of synthetic, but it's made out of frog DNA. They're saying that perhaps it could go into the arteries and clean out the arteries. Eventually, it could be rebuilding new organs with some of this new computer programming that they do with these computers. So they're going to program these computers to actually, with supercomputers, to come up with a right way to do it. What they might do with some type of bacteria, that's programmed by bacteria, they would put it on the substance, and then they have a lattice, and a lattice would be something that has the a material that would be breaking apart after a while. So it would not do it, but within that they could build heart DNA, and they could program it, and they would have a 3D printer and maybe print out an organ is the idea. Or they could have these little ones, maybe they could go in and eventually somehow take your telomerase and bond extra parts to the telomerase to make them longer again. That's one idea. So maybe that, or repair damaged DNA. If you had a way to repair damaged DNA, and there might be a way just to extend longevity forever or a long period of time. The question is, would you want to live for a long period of time, or would you not? Please comment below and let me know what you would want to do, which I think is very interesting. There are some longevity researchers going on right now. This woman who founded a company out in California, she has some big funds giving her money. She has $1 billion towards it, I believe. And then Google has their own, going on. But the one that's going out with this woman, she was able to actually backdate her telomerase to she's, I think, in her 20s now. But she was on record, I believe, 36, I want to say, or 34, which is pretty interesting. So there could be a way to set back the clock right now. So which would, I think they're going to come out with this technology. What do you think would happen with the Earth if we have this many people coming out all the time? Maybe some people could just people could rotate where you go different places so you wouldn't overwhelm it. And I think, uh, I guess if it's possible, I think people should go off planet once that would happen. Maybe there's a way to get in a superlunar spaceship and be able to go to another solar system. There's a ring just formed around the newest, closest star. It's 4.4 light years away, Andromeda. We have the Proxima Centaurus, it should say. It's a binary star system, and they said that there was a new, they think, planet. They detected a ring around it. And there's another planetary system that I have to look into that has 6 planets around the star, and they said that the way that the planets are moving around the star look really, really interesting. Like it's an intricate dance. It's not like, it's like something that looks almost like it's built. So I just thought I'd mention that as well. How you doing? How's everybody doing out there? I'm glad we're chatting a little bit, although albeit one way. They're saying that these programmable supercomputers are definitely programming everything. The other thing I thought I'd talk about is, Cuomo came up and said God couldn't have done any better about a week ago. Not even. I don't think that's a good idea, to mock God that way. So, he gets definitely minus 10 points on the happiness scale. And just thought I'd mention that. I did mention about the Pope that disappeared before. The 100 angels that fell that I talked about a couple times, they don't all have to be bad angels. Could be a lot of good angels in there. It says that in the Bible, which is pretty cool. And what else was I going to talk about? There's a Mandela effect, Donna Summer versus Summers. I always remember Donna Summer. It was never Summers. I know it wasn't. So I think this one's maybe a false one. And then some people are saying that they're surprised that she's dead, but she died back in 2012. I think they're getting Donna Summer, confused with Diana Ross, is what I think. And, Diana Ross is still going. Anyway, so I'm putting that one as a down. There's another one where LinkedIn, they said the name change, which, whatever. Not a big deal. Just thought I'd mention a couple people are interested in that. And a lot of new information coming out very soon, I'm sure. All right. Thanks a lot. Like, subscribe, share. All right. Oh, I'm going to do some meditations. If anybody want to sign up. I teach meditation, so I'm doing that. And I do distance healing, spiritual mentoring, all that. All right, cool. I know you all know that. Thanks a lot. Bye.